Today is a very special day, my friends. 2 years ago, on this day, I started this YouTube channel. And one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life was getting this going and being able to speak to every single one of you. So, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate every single one of you being here, supporting me, supporting this channel's rise. Big thank you to every single one of you who are channel members. I appreciate you all so very much. Everyone who is here, everyone who has decided they want to chip in any way, just even watch the videos, comment, like, hype, everything. Thank you truly from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the driving force behind this. I would not have any of the notoriety, in a positive way, obviously, the, ability to do this on the side and make it work towards becoming a full-time content creator on here if it wasn't for you. So, thank you truly. I'm not going to sound like a broken record anymore. We're going to get into the substance. So, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Anno 117. I hope you all are doing well today. And our good friends, specifically, I think it was Tarragon. Pretty sure it was Tarragon. Where's that ship that's almost dead? That one. Oh, Alicia Ma, thank you. Okay, I didn't need the entire thesis statement. She managed to sink the last ship we needed to deal with, so we're gonna go and hand that over to Vuada, and this ship needs to go and get healed back up. If it would have gone down, I probably would have cried. Let me be very, very frank in saying that, because just waiting here constantly to get another one of these raiding ships is just something fierce, man. It is truly something fierce. But nevertheless, we have conquered through the power of friendship. Not really, I am not friends with them. We have conquered over this would-be enemy. You'll love to see it. So, I think what I'd like to do today, whilst we're also waiting on trying to get a couple more ships from her and then selling off our... I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's like a half-ass fleet? Question mark? I don't know. We're just going to work on, or maybe talk about some of the beautification ideas I have for that Mega Island playthrough. Yeah, it's going to be kind of sick. I'm hoping it's going to go well. I don't know if it's like a specific condition is necessary to unlock the region, in like you had to do an Anno 1800 in order to get to Crown Falls. If so, then I'll probably just use the veteran mode playthrough and just probably bump down all of the city incidents down to like easy or something. I haven't really come up with it. Regardless, I'll figure it out once the actual DLC is, released, or I don't know whether they'll give more information about the DLC itself, what the conditions are, or maybe they have and I haven't been paying attention. That is entirely possible when it comes to me. No, we're not dying anytime soon. Thank you very much. And we're still working on increasing our influence with the Imperium. Okay, quiet you. The other ledger. Improving our reputation with the Imperium's overseer. There was one thing that I wanted to talk about, and mostly when it deals with these mercenary units. I'm feeling like I just want to recruit them from her. You want to know why? Because like 6 attack and 6 defense is better than what these guys have. That 3 defense was nasty. Like, nasty in a bad way. This, on the other hand, it's so much more balanced, and I appreciate it. So we will probably just need to have a wider workforce for the foreseeable future. And I believe Jester's still working on his mod, with I think pertaining to the ships and whatnot. So, wait, where do I have to deliver this? Huh? Destroy... Oh, it's for him! I thought it was for her. I forgot. Whatever. Don't... Look at the other direction. You don't need to pay attention to me, okay? I'm emotionally compromised given the fact that it's the channel's birthday. Oh, you want it. You're hungry. Sorry, I forgot about that. Thanks. How much did I get? I really don't know what I got for her. Just a little bit of money, I guess. It was just easy. What you got? Military, gates and range, armor, chain, production. Oh, no, I don't have any armor. Yeah, I don't have any armor. Let me go here. I'm going to take my flagship over to Valentia because I want to see, don't have any open ground to really work with here. I was hoping to try to do a little bit of testing with some beautification ideas of mine I believe the best possible spot to do that is going to be Ditchwater then, because we do have a lot of space over here, and I don't really want to be using just the dirt pads in order to describe what the plan is, or really just try out my ideas and see if they work, right? So let me take my flagship all the way up here to Valentia to get what we need, which is just going to be a bunch of concrete. These guys aren't working either. I haven't paved the roads here. Can we move these guys out? Oh, yeah, we can. Yes, I feel like I want to do that. That still costs us money. My bad. Let's move you to right here, and then we'll move you over here. Because when we get another depot slot, we should be able to park it right in between, which is going to be nice. And you can be connected up as well. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for that beauty build to start up. Well, obviously, we don't have access to that DLC quite yet, but we probably will in April. Not like anything crazy is going to happen. At least I hope not. Oh, we got another situation like that. So I believe you guys are indeed correct in which that might be a location in which the ships can go into dock troops. So, you know what? Can you completely cover this? You can. That looked interesting to me. It looks like a natural dock. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It looks like a natural little dock area right there. I will take it. I quite like it, in fact. And then we only have the one depot. Oh no, we have another depot available. Nice. Okay, let's go and put this guy smack dab in the center, like so. I quite like this side now. I really do. Pave up these roads, if you please. Gonna look all nice and pretty, and that's all she wrote for over here. And then we'll do some beautification over on those sides. But the concrete, mostly, I think I'm just gonna need like 50. Is gonna be taken over to Ditchwater so we can do a little bit of testing. All right, where are you? Did you deliver it for him? There you go.
Now that's what I call efficient.
That was it? I thought I had a specialist or something from somebody. Still nothing with this one. I just can't care about it enough to go out and search. The other ship must be repaired by now. Let's take this one here. We'll bring you here. Those missions to bring the other ships into the regions to fight them, because they spawn in like random locations, not really keen on trying that again. Not really keen on it. And just so everyone knows, after this series is over, which is probably going to be defeating Aether, because I do not have that accolade. I'm mostly going for accolades here. I haven't beaten Lycia Ma or Tarragon either, but I just, in the grand scheme of things, he is the story's antagonist. I'm putting it that way. So I want to be fighting him only. After that, we're probably going to be heading to 1800 for a little bit of time. That's an idea. And just so you all know, I am planning on Sundays primarily to try out like another game here and there and see what really works. So I did do that RuneScape one. Didn't really work out all that well, but nevertheless a fun mod to play regardless. Matterlords is definitely on the docket, I believe, because I've learned how to play it legit now, so I won't definitely embarrass myself like I did last time. Trying to see what else. Crusader Kings 3 also did well on that channel with the one video that I put out. So I definitely want to do that again. Oh, you know what I have to do above everything else? I need to build those two ships that they sunk. Right. There and there. My flagship arrive? Yeah, you did. It's crazy to think that 2 years has gone by and this channel is grown to the extent that it has. Look, I legitimately adore every single one of you. I really do. Even those people who don't like to leave good comments, I still adore you. I have no reason to dislike anybody. Not here. There's no point. If someone can tell me I'm like absolutely terrible, which definitely has happened, I legitimately say thank you. It does not matter because you have still in some way, shape, or form found me and left a comment. That's what I appreciate. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to appease everybody. That's impossible. But I know for a vast majority of my comments that come through, they're all extremely kind and always put a smile on my face. So Really, I'm so appreciative today. 2 years ago, wow. 2 years ago today was a very, very difficult day. I will say that for sure. Who is this? Kitchens in range? Don't care. Because I was working a very, how should I put it, not so great job, and family issues tied into one. Had to come up with something to, you know, take my mind off of all that stuff. And more than likely, those who've been here for quite some time know about this already. However, when I initially broached the subject to my friends that I wanted to start a YouTube channel, they were all like, okay, go for it. Let's not. Let's talk about it for a second and see whether it's a good idea, because, you know, like, it can be a hit or miss type situation. I said, look, even if it's a hit or if it's a full-on miss, it's still something I want to attempt and say that I did it, right? And they were like, okay, so if you want to do that, then we'll support you for sure. And they did. I started off this channel with 10 subscribers instead of just 1. And over time, the niche developed. Over time, the friendships developed with every single one of you to the best of my ability. And that's why I'd highly, highly recommend anybody who is new here, please comment and let your presence be known. I am not the type of content creator that is just going to ignore you. I want to have meaningful chats. I want to have meaningful conversations. I want to get to know as many of you as I possibly can. So, for example, like, somebody hasn't commented in a while, excuse me, let's say Patrick, Grand Duke Patrick. He was one of the very first people to really start commenting actively on my old, really old at this point, expert mode campaign in Anno 1800 when I was starting out. And haven't heard from him recently, but, you know, the odd time that he does indeed comment on one of my shorts, I know, and immediately when I see him, I just become all happy and giddy inside, because I know how long he's been here. I know how long and how much his support, it really means the world to me, and same goes for every single one of you. So make your presence known. I really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely incredible people for simply even pressing that button. And if you're new here and you're listening to this whole spiel, do note that I want the same for you as well. I want to continue building this community every single day with you being a part of it. So give me that honor, and I promise you I'll do my best to continue improving and becoming a better content creator every single day for every single one of us. So you help me, I help you type deal. How am I helping you, in fact? Well, I say really weird things and I rage at a city builder. Yeah, does that help? I'm not sure if that's the proper spiel I should be giving. It could be. I mean, I know I've received comments from people saying, like, oh, the way that you interact with the NPCs is definitely hilarious. And then I had some people that tell me that, hey, dude, you're talking to, like, a a game. Are you okay? And which I respond back with, hell no, I'm not okay. What, you got a problem? Of course I have problems. I'm the one that's bringing banners into the world. Come on, banner. Should probably put all the banners. Every banner. Need more banners. Banner. We're running out of room. Banner. We did it. Banner. Look at all the banners. You'll love to see it. What I wish the game had, as far as statues are concerned, are more for the Celtic side. Like, we only have the obelisk and the idol. But 2 of those there, I guess. I'm going to try to make this area look nice until my flagship arrives at Ditchwater. And I do need to work on that really quick. I want this one. Yeah. Thanks, man. Love you. Probably rolling his eyes, too. Who wouldn't, honestly? It's me. Can I get the... See, I'm making this rated P, or is it rated PG? I don't even know. But I would say something with the name of this mosaic, okay? Where are these guys that unfortunately perished? Oh, crap, it's this one? Hold on. We need to become the trade demons. The Knoweth All, too. Wait, we have the Knoweth All. Where the hell is that? Oh, that's like Quinquirium. Oh, okay, cool. Well, let's do that, and, oh, that's why we're not making enough money. We're not trading with Vado. That's not good. Go ahead and do that. Appreciate you. So now we have both of those ships back, and I don't have to worry about other ships trying to sink them. In fact, this spot in the front looks quite nice. Maybe I can do something similar to what I did there, so it looks a little balanced. One tile here goes over to like that's no way. And 4? Is it including it? Yeah, there we go. There we go on that side. So 2 identical sides. I don't know if any of you guys have watched My Cousin Vinny, but you'll get this reference if you have. Identical. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, too. Oh, we have that side in the front? Yeah. Okay, whatever. Just don't look at it. Only way to really fix the situation is just don't look at it. Oh, wait. We should have... Tree. And tree. Do we just leave this spot open? I don't know what to put here. Celtic-wise, oh, wait. Maybe... Yeah, why don't we put the tree down? It is blocking the banners. I can't have them block the banners. Let's put a shell-like fountain there and a shell-like fountain there. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's a nice entrance. And then over on that side, I guess I can put like a building or something. Okay, so flagship has arrived. Now the plan is, when it comes to the mega island, that I am going to be doing a full-on beauty build. So you guys are getting a little bit of the inside knowledge. If you want even more inside knowledge, you definitely should go follow the Twitch, because that's where I really talk a lot about what I'm planning to do. The link is in the description for you to head on over there. And another great spot for us to really connect and talk and meme around. You know, obviously want to work on the Twitch presence a little bit more this year. But nevertheless, what my plan is, when it comes to the island, again, I have not seen it. I have no idea what it's going to be like terrain-wise. All I'm speculating is that that is the island with the huge volcano that essentially resulted in all of Latium being leveled. And unfortunately, it didn't take Calidus with it. So we had to be the ones to deal with that. By the way, he's doing well. He's in Solaria. That is the Imperium's penal colony from way back. Flamethrower towers facing towards the settlement, not outward. So what I'm thinking is, let's say this is a main road, right? According to them, they are saying that this island is going to be larger than Crown Falls. Okay, that is a very, very, very bold claim. If it is, then I have a lot of questions. First of all, how can I remotely build on such a massive scale? Okay, because Crown Falls, initially when I got the DLC and I was just looking at it, I was overwhelmed, right? But I have a feeling now I should be able to make good stuff there. I mean, whatever the heck this island even looks like, whatever. So what I was thinking about is having like rows of 3, like roads similar to these, which would form kind of like from the main harbor over here, let's say, okay, so that would indeed be 3, correct? Yes, that is indeed 3 deep. I'm looking at it from an objective point of view. So our main roads throughout the settlement would be 3 deep. Could even go to 5. I have never built 5 deep roads in the game, so I'm kind of just curious. That, in fact, doesn't look too bad. Why? Because you can probably put like stuff in the middle. But let's take a look-see at this side. And you guys can, you know, even use these ideas. I don't mind. I love it when we can just work together in theorycraft. So you can have little bits of flagstone in between the houses like so, because you have the little bits and pieces of the paved road already that are linking them up to the main, correct? Even do something like this on the side. Now these houses, obviously, I'm not really going to be holding on to them here. It's just really to showcase what I'm planning. Over on the sides, depending on whether they add more, you know, beautification options, I really hope they do with it. We're going to have to be utilizing a lot of trees and potted plants. So we can have like maybe flower beds every other one. as an example, and we can change the color scheme on them. The two here, the game doesn't really have much when it comes to that. See, like, just putting a slender colonnade here, it wouldn't really make sense. I would rather put colonnades mid-row of the roads over here rather than building them on the sides. But maybe like a broad colonnade would be better. No, see, that even of itself, it doesn't really do much. It's just, in fact, the colonnade itself, just standing as is without dragging it, is larger in a way. It's just being brought to the center tile. So, you wouldn't want to do that there. We could potentially have like an elevated brazier or just a small brazier like so. Because ultimately what I'm thinking is I want to have some sort of pathway for our people to walk on. That's something I've never really done. So an idea could be get rid of like these, right? These little bits and pieces here. So they can still walk in front. Make them too deep like that. I don't know what the hell happened with the road there. Okay, whatever. But you can bring these little pots and plants and all that good stuff along the edges like so. Then you can have the brazier be at the front and then like maybe a tree over on this side and like maybe a tree over there. Or we can swap the positions of these two. Let's try to do that. Bring that here, bring that there, and... oh, not that. What the hell? Come on. Don't do that to me. There we go. Let me see if I can change the color scheme on maybe you. Yeah.
A fire has started.
Yeah, red there should be okay. Let's go with the blue there. Can go with purple there. And we can keep the default skin there. Do these guys also have a change? No, they still have the normal appearance. Okay. But that's not a bad idea. What I wish they had with beautification options in the game, specifically with these potted flower beds, was that if you built two of them next to each other, hold on, where's the flower bed itself? That they would connect up. I know like the tourist pack for 1800 has it, but I do want to try to simulate like some sort of walkway. So our people will be able to walk alongside this sidewalk. They wouldn't get into the main road, but from atop here, it still looks like it's a little bit blandish, doesn't it? It's kind of weird. Maybe if we work to put some archways and such in the middle, that would also help. So, like, we can have a commemorative arch be right here. And yes, I am planning on being this meticulous with the series when that starts. I legitimately want to do that. That would result in this road, in fact, becoming just a single road going through. But I'm okay with it. I'm strangely okay with it. I want to get some houses on the other side as well and see what it will look like. And it's really not a great test when it comes to... oh, we need to build like this here, up to there, here, up to there. Yeah, that's kind of nice. So... do something like that, perhaps? So how did this work? Oh, that's right. I have to get rid of one. Yep, so I did kind of blunder. Well, at least I can do this. I can move it all forward. Boom. Perfect. And it is going to have that curve to it. Though it won't be too much of a problem because I can just go ahead and put flagstone right underneath the commemorative arch just as is, right? And then this side could have that, fill that out, fill that out, fill that out. And then this little bit over here would have to go away. So that is what I'm thinking for like a main type road. Because it's not like we're going to have a hell of a lot of traffic through it, okay? It's just, it's more so just for beauty build purposes. I think the best possible thing we could have alongside an arch like this would be the officers of the packs, definitely. And you can have something like that, and you're gonna have the people just walk all over. It doesn't matter. I wish these were houses in Latium, honestly, but I'm not gonna upgrade them into the Mercators simply for a test. I just want to see what this looks like. You even have trees like those. I want to imagine we can have this one in particular, perhaps down there. Other than that, we're just gonna have to really rely on like the olive trees, like we have there. Or even, what are these? The squat planted trees, the cypress planted trees, which are my personal favorite. Where are we going to put the other one? So we can have like one there, one along the side, one along there. When you build it on both sides, it does look quite nice. And then when you go into little communities, right? You can do something like this. You can make it along... What is that? Kind of like a U shape? Is that a U or we consider it a V? Hold on. Don't have a lot of our paved road left, but I think I have enough just for this test. Do I? They can build roads in between. There's only the issue when it comes to the ones on the side here. Yeah, so that can go away then. And you would have, like, another option for beautification or something over in this corner. And it would be nice for communities such as this. Like, if, let's say, for all intents and purposes, we're building something in an area that has patricians, okay? And I do hope that they fix this particular gateway, because I do really love the Roman gateway. Problem is, it's hell when you need to freaking put the walls up. Because they don't want to cooperate with you a hell of a lot. There you go. Let's see if I can just bring it. It'll even make the gateways like that too. If you just drag it over the road, it'll automatically do it, which is really nice. I like that feature here. And that works quite a bit. Ultimately, what I want to try is to have multiple districts really based upon the social classes and how in the world I can make it look really attractive. One mechanic I wish they brought back was the attractiveness mechanic. That is always something that I looked at throughout 1800, just, you know, to make sure that my settlements all looked really pretty. And again, I might be a little bit crazy for saying this. I actually didn't mind that we would get buffs and debuffs from the attractiveness of your island. That would just incentivize you to say, like, okay, if I have a lot of industry here, I have to compensate for my people not entirely appreciating it. So I would have to provide them with like a museum. I'd have to provide them with a laundry list of stuff just to make them happy, you know? And I feel like that is definitely a missed opportunity with 117. It might be something they bring in later, but I feel like it was a mechanic that they were slowly but surely phasing out. Because if you recall, with the Arctic DLC and even with Mbeza, the attractiveness mechanic was turned off. It would not matter. And you barely had any beautification options with the Arctic period, and you had only a small tab when it came to Mbeza. That's why I love the Safari to Old Mbeza mod. That one's really good. It adds so much quality of life to it. It's unbelievable. And obviously having a crap ton of banners littered around, you already know. I wouldn't necessarily put those trees down. I think I'm defaulting to this playthrough too much. Hold on. Let me go back here. I think it's in this one. Yeah. Like olive tree, olive tree, olive tree. Wouldn't put anything there as an example, but I can put one here. There needs to be something that we can put in these open spots, you know? Because we don't have benches. I don't know why we don't have benches. Can we get some benches? There might be some mods out there that do have benches for, you know, people and whatnot, but I'm not sure. I know there's some mods that provide additional beautification options for the game at the moment, but later on, I'm assuming they'll bring it in. Have some benches over there, maybe some street stalls. Let me see. Can I go over to Latium really quick? Where is Lily Bayonne? Right here. What the hell's happening?
Marriage home lasted a dozen years too many. No wife would wait that long. Neither a son.
You're right. What I want to do is something like this. I believe these ornaments were modded in. Yeah, maybe not the dude that's standing on the table, sure, but the rest of the ornaments I can definitely use. And animated people. They have a whole bunch of animated people everywhere. I'm mostly looking at Lily Bayonne for inspiration. Like, even having these curved houses like so. I don't know. That is an angle I can't build at. That is not an angle I can build at. I can build that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. These ones I can't even do. I wish we could just build like this. Like, I'm guessing they're working on it. So, next Anno game, that's where you can build any way you damn well please. Because if I were to try... Let me see. I'll put it in planning mode. That's probably a better way of looking at it. I'd have to... It would just be like this. Which is not bad either. We can still do that as well. I don't have a lot of... You know what? Hold on. It's in fact kind of good. Yeah. Wait a minute. I have an idea here. I don't care if we're going into the range of that. Okay, what happened here? Why did that become different? Did I mess up somewhere? It messed up there. Oh, okay. Hold everything. We're theory crafting. Maybe you have one house only here, and then we'll take it from this side again. Yeah, you this would be a really prestigious area. I love this little circle. It would be hell to try to put, like, or not the beautification options, but... Get the hell out of here, Ben. I'm busy. It would be hell to try to put all of these city watch stuff down, but I think if you, like, pre-plan it, it should be fine. I dare say it would be fine. By the way, ship? No ship. In fact, very pretty. I'm a little bit curious about something, though. Forgive me for being a little bit... Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of all those. But whatever. Can have a row like that, okay? Or... No. I think I made it better. Hold everything. Do we need this here? Can you move anywhere else not in my way? I'm the one intruding on their, you know, production, not the other way around. Unbelievable. I want to try this. 1 second. May not be a bad spot to do this in because of that marsh, but I can always get rid of all this and attempt it as well. So I want to use the Roman gateways, right? So we have a Roman gateway. Where is this? This I can build, legit. Have a Roman gateway there. Right? Wall and wall. Great. Then, we want to do the same thing that we just did, which was to build the houses in that circular pattern. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Not be in legit build mode. Circle, circle. Okay, I'm seeing a problem. Problem being, if the Roman gateway is positioned there, then it wouldn't be even with this. But is that necessarily a bad thing, I ask? Not really. I don't think it would be. I, in fact, just believe that it would leave room for more. More gateways, specifically. Yeah. And then we can do this. We can put
There
a...
are signs of public unrest.
Okay, Robert, what the heck's going on over there, man? I'm theory crafting, and now this is an issue. I'm gonna have to go over there and take a look-see. Don't worry. I'm here. I'll tend to it. So not only do we have an illness, we have a riot as a result of the illness. Okay. Well, this is not Robert's fault. It's their fault. We're just going to leave it at that, okay? We're busy. And in fact, Robert is more than likely going to be theory crafting a bunch here too, because he is one of our top modders. Yeah, there we go. I've thought mod as in like moderator for channel, which he probably could be. Robert's a cool dude. Jester is a moderator for the channel. And a modder. Yeah, the jack of all trades happening here. I was actually telling Zara, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but somehow, some way, we managed to make an entire modding community within our tiny community. I mean, we're not really tiny. We're a small community. We're building up. We're building up. We're cooking. Oh, I have another potential idea. This does look nice. Hold on. I'm gonna work with this limitation for now. So road will go in that direction, road's going to go in that direction. And the reason why we have this is just so that is indeed even, and we can have roads go out here. So this one in particular could either be a house, right? Or, let me see, the nobles would have something interesting. I mean, we're going to have gambling houses, all right? That is just a given. We can't fit the gambling house, like, right here exactly because of the tiling. But I'm certain there are buildings that we can put down around here that would make sense. So, like, maybe... Oh my god, why the tiles like that? You'd have, like, the individual shops. Yeah, so, like, maybe the soap maker could be here. Or, hell, maybe a potter can be right over in this side. Probably a potter with... patricians is not going to work, but take the nobles for example. Maybe it is a spot for the fine glass. That might be a potential. It could be a vintner. Yeah, a vintner could probably work over here really well. Yeah, see, that would indeed be an even spot. So maybe all these guys are the ones that are running this vintner. It could be a whole family, and then behind it, let me see if I can fix up the roads here. And have the vintner building be like right smack dab in the center. Okay. You can even have a little road attached to it because obviously you need one, otherwise it's not going to work. And then behind it, you can have the glorious fields and whatnot. You know? So there's a lot of stuff we can do with this. I really do like it. I want to build up all of these and see what happens. Obviously, we do not have the workforce for the vintner itself.
Workforce in one of your cities.
Okay, well, that's going to go away anyway. Why are we at -8 still? That's a little weird. Okay, doesn't matter. Build up the houses now. This one here can have a little spot in the back to be connected up. But then in the middle... Oh, these guys also need it. And one for you. The ones on the sides, though, I don't know how I'm feeling about that. What I'll do, if I delete this on this difficulty mode, will I get some concrete back? No, I don't. I want to get rid of all of that. I think we've seen enough of this particular test. Now this one has drawn my attention. You get rid of all this concrete, get rid of that, get rid of that. Those two, the flower beds, excuse me. This is all part of beautification, so you might as well get used to it. When I start working on that island, it's going to be somewhat similar. And I'm pretty sure it'll do well, because a lot of people do also play these games simply to just have fun building a city, not necessarily going down a crazy storyline like what I did. I'll probably incorporate a storyline with it. Obviously, that's just who I am. But maybe... it'll just be us having fun in a relaxing setting. Smile. And then even the vintners, perhaps, and this is a little test that I'm going to throw towards my little modding community, making banners and billboards. I know billboards were a thing that y'all were considering in 1800. Maybe y'all could do something like that here. It might work. I don't know. I leave that up to you guys. Much better minds than I are working on that front. So, and that's only if you want to, of course. Nothing is ever forced here. I just throw out the ideas and see what sticks. I need you to come back over here. We're at 180 tons of concrete, and I do want some tiles. I'm gonna fix this for Robert, because that's just unacceptable. Oh, we don't have any timber. Hey, we need some timber before you go. Wait. Get back. Ship. Damn it. I'm really wanting to work on this.
Waiting for your decree.
Take 150. We're working on it anyway. Yeah, we're getting more
Time flies.
timber up in here anyway.
Do we?
Okay. So then, you might be wondering what we're going to do in the center. Well, we can always put down a basic flagstone centerpiece. Along these edges, I am a big fan of this ruby mosaic, but I don't like the direction that's going in right now. Maybe put some of that down here. And each district could be different. Like, we're going to have... Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. We're going to have, like, a temple district. We're going to have an arena district. Low-key, I don't know if you guys are Elder Scrolls fans, but I'm kind of looking at it and hoping that the island is somewhat similar to the Imperial Isle from Elder Scrolls. To an extent. Not fully, obviously, but I'm very curious as to the layout. How come that's not working? Okay, do that. Link that up to there. And do this. Yeah. These two sides should be relatively the same. And we can, at that point, put down grass in between. Reason I don't use the grass much in the game is because I don't like it that I can't change the shade. Unless maybe I can.
See this Alva wriggle, little beauty?
Won't let me. Centerpiece. If only this were even. That's all I have to say. We can have like a statue fountain over on that side. Slender colonnade going down to here, perhaps. And like a couple trees about. It's really just doing our best to find what's necessary. Now, if we did have a mod that incorporated those markets that we saw from Lily Bayonne over here, I believe that is the one that Jester sent me. I have it installed here, but it's not working. It might just only work in Latium. I didn't think about that. But that's not a bad little idea for a centerpiece. And because a lot of people told me that how the hell are your people supposed to breathe in your settlement in Imperionopolis, because it was just all flagstone for the most part. I'm going to put grass down. It'll be fine. Relax. Have some like flower bushes about that we can change their shading in a second. Olive tree there, and like maybe a lone cypress tree over on that side. Yeah. I might potentially just bring in... Well, they have enough. Hold on. I'm going to do this. Because I need to see what it looks like with Roman buildings. Excuse me. My mouse decided to fly off my mouse pad, and... Well, I ran out of mouse pad. I'm going to bring in some stuff to bring them up to the nobles as well. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm going to do that quick little test here. It might mess up Ditchwater just a wee bit, but it's fine. Small brazier there. But then again, I feel like in a spot like this, your patricians, more than likely it would be the patricians, that tree will catch on fire. Guaranteed, with an open flame like that. They will just be walking along these streets because this is a very prestigious area. Not everyone can be allowed to get up in here, so I think we can roleplay it like that effectively. And this is indeed perfect. I like it quite a bit. And then, which one of these statues is really good when it comes to, for example, wine and such? What is this one? Harmonia. I'm gonna see if I have enough to unlock her. Hold on. The Ubisoft thingy-mabobber is open. It's loading. It's not loading. I'm gonna get rid of it. Hey, can I get back into the game? Oh crap, do I have to reload the game? No, I didn't. God bless. I did have to do the little Windows button, so it did minimize the screen just a wee bit and then go back. I'll look into that one later. Okay, so she has what? Flowers? Basket, less... Oh, her produce, okay. What about his son? What about the wife? What does the wife have? Wife has nothing. Okay, so go with the daughter. Maybe this is a spot that really appreciates King Numa's daughter above the rest. And we're going to upgrade these guys only into the Mercado workforce. Yeah, see, look how much of a difference that makes simply just doing this little test here. Now, we'll bring them up to the nobles as well. I'm just going to bring a little bit of stuff for them. Bread, the Grammaticus, so we'll bring some tiles over. I'll bring over a little bit of brooches and some amphorae. Yeah. And then paving out these roads will look really nice, too. Yes, indeed. Maybe I can go ahead and even put, like, 2 cypress trees right in the front there. They do work quite well with all of that. I'm really loving this circular design. I really am. I have to see this done. Otherwise, I will not be able to sleep.
What could you possibly require?
Hey, Robert, I need some stuff from you, champ. I know you're watching. I love you, first and foremost. Second, I do need some materials. So you're gonna be giving me some materials. I'm gonna take 5 amphorae, please. I will take 5 brooches. What else I need? I needed some bread and or sausages. I think I'll take some sausages. Yeah. The tiles, do I actually have tiles over on Carolindus? I have 11. What do I need to upgrade them? I think I do need tiles in order to upgrade them, correct?
Shoes of reed are better than none shoes
Yeah,
at all.
I do.
Just about.
What do I have here as an equivalent? I legitimately have to bring all of these, yeah. I'll just make another little thing coming back through. In fact, I have 9 tons of concrete here. That might be enough simply to just pave these roads, yeah. Hold on, let's see. Almost. So we got most of it. But it's looking very pretty. Very pretty indeed. We need them up to the nobles. So I'm going to fast forward this so our ship can come down. And then I'm going to block them from having those goods. Oh yeah, we need that too. That should be simple enough to provide. Don't give them the brooches and don't give them the amphorae. Yeah. The aldermen don't need any of that crap, do they? We don't even have any here. We just have it through the Alder Council. Okay, that's not a big deal. Sure. Ship? Damn it. My own ship. Watch, they've sunk another one and I haven't been paying attention. Who's this? Don't care. I should probably go and look at a couple of these. Oh. The hygiene festival is over. What the heck are they gonna do? Can we have another festival? Huckle picker and range health area effect. That's not bad. Let's see. What are you missing out on? It's probably the bird tongues, isn't it? I think that's what we need a little bit more. Yeah, why am I over here? I don't even know.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Okay, provide all of that. I do need to go and get some more concrete. Really fast. I don't have another ship up here unless I want to use these, but I don't really care to do so. The reason why they're up here is so I can sell them off quickly the moment that I see another ship pop out from Volata. Again, still really jealous of John, who has a Raider 3, and I only have 2 Raider 2s. There ain't no way that they're... Okay. Okay.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Ben, how about you go out there and get them under control, okay? We've tasked you with talking to horses before. Now we're going to go and task you to go put down this riot at the cheese
My hammer. All right.
kitchen, okay? Go deal with that. It's okay. The lady's not going to do anything to you. She just has a hammer. Can you imagine? He's probably just giving me the death stare right now. A hammer? Ere? Yeah, we need to... I want to work on this some more. I might just keep this little spot going. And when you guys come back, you'll see like some farm fields around it. Maybe. I don't know. I think this also is not a bad stopping point for it. Being at 100. Because you never know where concrete could be used over on this side. Like building the shrines and whatnot. So, or at least for the time being. And we have warehouse refinement now. Excellent. So where are we working? Harbor Grand Mastery. Cool. Really got up into down here. Yeah, we really did. We should also work on all those. But we don't have a plebeian and libertus workforce. Only got it for that. What is this one? Safe havens? Allows placement of Latium's coastal. So this one is Albia? Wait. Wait a minute.
Done.
What you mean? Where's Albion's? It must be this, right? Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's that one. Farther away from the coast. That one, I'm assuming they're saying that you have to start in Latium to an extent, but I don't really subscribe to that now.
I await your instructions.
Sure, do that as well. Get another specialist randomly. Okie dokie, put that all in here. And we are going to allow them to have this good. We're going to allow them to have... Oh, not that one. You can have that, and we can give them this. We just need to build up, like, a Grammaticus or something temporarily. Because that should get to every single one of them. Pave the roads. Quite like that. Hopefully there's going to be enough in there for them so we can just upgrade them all to the nobles the moment that we have the opportunity. And even around in these little nooks and crannies, we can still do some more work. I want to just get to the point in which we can indeed upgrade them. We will be able to. We're providing the bare minimum. And 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. I think this is going to be a design idea I use for the Mega Island. Absolutely. It's very simple. Prestigious. It definitely has room for improvement, naturally. But this is just a small little idea that all these guys, in some way, shape, or form, are part of this vintner that's not even working. So, I very much like this. You know what it's really missing out here in the front, though? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. This is the best mod ever. You're not going to find any better. Period. Dot the end. Period. Banner. You need banners in your life, okay? If you don't have banners, what the hell's wrong with you? It's a very easy mod. All you do is point, click, download, extract, put into mod folder. Boom, done. I'm kind of keen on seeing what farm fields would look like in the back there. Oh, you know, here's something that is kind of intriguing to me. If we didn't have these, then I would have put the vineyard building, for example, like right here, right? But for this test, we'll put it like right about there. And I'll have the road go and attach, and then we can build like farm fields right around it, which works so well. It's just basically the positioning, of course. But I do think that this is a really good idea. And by all means, please feel free to use this, improve upon it, what have you. Rip it to shreds, anything that you want to say. That doesn't matter. I'm going to try to change out a couple of the flower bushes over here to like different colors. Maybe a yellow one there. That's quite nice. And then what I was mentioning about the Roman gateway as an example, like, yeah, this would be a main entrance, or I don't even necessarily need to have that here. What we could do is, because it is going to be looking kind of like that, might be larger, might be smaller, I don't know, either option kind of works. We can put a paved road like so, and a paved road here. I don't need to move this one, I need to get rid of it. That way we can have 2 Roman gateways going into this spot. Where is it? There it is. I'll just use the Roman wall in order to do that. Yeah, there we go. That's very nice. Banner, 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 banner. Sorry, had to do it. Actually, scratch that. Not sorry. Get with the program. I'm almost tempted not to delete this at all, but I know, like, just for roleplay purposes, I probably should. It's just so nice. One thing that I wasn't able to do in the veteran mode playthrough was actually have fun with building like this. Because it's not something I would normally do. I would just go ahead and build grid designs and what have you, and just boost the population as so, or as such. But with the Mega Island, for sure, I want to take even more time, more so than what I'm doing here, to work on making it as beautiful as possible. Because it is really possible to do something like this easily. You just need the time and, you know, other Anno-related issues not popping up left, right, and center. What I mean by Anno-related issues is pretty much... Wait, why is there red there? What the hell is this? Is there something... What is happening?
We build them for stormy seas.
What the... That's the Raider 3? And you didn't sell that to me? What the hell's wrong with you, woman? Now you're just wasting it. And why are you fighting near my island, damn it? Yeah, I wish that was, you know, didn't have friendly fire on. Dude, what the hell is this crap? Will you two leave me the hell alone? Furthermore, would you also leave her the hell alone? Damn it.
Let's get around the table.
He also needs to leave me alone. He's stalking me. I don't appreciate it. Damn it. I want that Raider 3. 52 tons of sales, don't care. Here. Oh! Hello. Belief in... Oh. I was more so looking at it for thinking that that was going to be a decent specialist. Yeah, no thank you. Not interested. Towers in range, nope. I have to go to every single one of these guys, even though they're messing with my prosperity. Let's see what quests they have. This woman really liked the bird tongues and aspects. She got a taste, and now she wants more. I mean, I'll just... You know what? I'm doing it for shits and giggles. I don't care about the specialist. I just think it's funny. She wanted 1 ton before, and now she wants 4. Well, you're giving me money, so I'll happily oblige. Happily oblige. But yes, that is my ultimate plan with the next series, which would be for the Mega Island. Absolutely. We can get rid of this building now. And we'll just see what happens. It's set to release in April. I don't know what day in April. It could be the end of it. It could be the beginning of April. I'm hoping for the beginning. That would be ideal. But nevertheless, they have this all already structured, I guess, for their release schedules and whatnot. So we'll just have to wait and see. We'll wait and see. Kind of don't like the position of this house. Can we... Yeah, that's a little bit better. You also would look nicer if you're facing that direction. Let me take a look, see at the other ones. So we have, yeah, see, that's a nice one. I wonder, if I use the Shift V, oh, I can't change the style of the house. Nice. I like that one. That would work alongside that house for sure. That one's just boring. That's nice. I have not.
Dogs that ever lived.
Oh, you were talking about doggos? Were you nice to said doggos? You better have been nice to said doggos. That's a nice house location. We spin that around. Because they do low-key... Hold on. Let me show you guys a little something. I don't even know if you know this, but I'll show you really quick. We should walk through this properly. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me go from the front here. Okay, obviously, banner. Gonna walk on through. Already looking mighty fine. Some of these houses for the nobles have little shops. They have little shops built into them. It kind of gives off that Assassin's Creed Brotherhood vibe a little bit, which I'm very happy about that that's a thing here, but kind of similar to how 1800 had it too, that the artisan plus houses, I'm not sure if the workers had it, but I do know for like entirely that the artisans plus do have like casinos built in, bars, little inns, hotels, stuff like that. And, you know, it's just really cool. I'm glad that they brought it here with those little stalls, but I do need, like, beautification options to put, like, in an open forum area like this. That would be even better. So I think that mod only works in Latium. I'm going to do a little test in between this episode to the next one. But nevertheless, I do hope that you enjoyed this episode, my friends. Oh, we got another... Everyone's celebrating the birth of the channel. Love to see it. Please consider oh my god! Please consider commenting, subscribing, hit that bell button, sharing it with your friends, and here's to another glorious year on YouTube and more. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.